Now, this year's Reggae Awards were dominated by one man who managed to walk off with every award for which he was eligible, taking Best Single, Best Album, and for the second year running, Best International Artist. Of course, he's my guest tonight, Dennis Brown. Black, Dennis.
All right,
now,
greetings.
Those two tracks, Prophet Rides Again, Historical Place, are both tracks off your latest album.
Right.
Now, I believe you wrote them in Ethiopia when you were there earlier on and dedicated them to the people. I mean, how much was that trip a kind of a pilgrimage for you, in view of your faith?
Well, it was homecoming and it was a new beginning and it was just fun.
How did you go down there with the people? Did you do any gigs there?
Well, I didn't go to Ethiopia to do any gigs as such, you know, but meeting with some people there, they were impressed with your truly playing, you know, just the guitar, and asked me to do a concert there for them, where I played at the Hilton, Addis Ababa Hilton, for mainly executives, you know, so it was well received. And they love reggae, like cooked food there, you know.
Great, that's great. What's life like there for the people?
Well, it's hard in some sense, you know, but like it's fairly new. It's just like every other place in the world, you know. They have their problems, you know. But apart from that, it's just something else.
Did you go to Shashamane?
Oh yes, I visited Shashamane and. We went to the King's Summer Palace, a place called Wonder Guinea, meaning wonders of heaven. You know, it was just fun.
Now, let's go back to music. In your last album, it was very noticeable that on one side there was a very soul, funky sound, and on the other side there was what we usually associate with you, that rootsier kind of a style.
Right.
But on this latest album, you seem to have gone back to that rootsier style. I mean, have you abandoned that soul funk sound?
I wouldn't say yes. You see, I regard myself as an entertainer, you know, and apart from doing the everyday stuff, I've decided to try something new. And in doing something new, I tried to do songs that people could relate to, you know, and could really get off on and do the hip dancing and all that stuff, you know. And it's just making music and trying to please a lot of people who have different tastes for various types of reggae music. You know, it's just entertaining.
But would you like to move into that direction?
Oh yes, because like I said, it's mainly music, you know.
So we can look forward to that in the future.
Right.
Now, recently, last year, you did some recording, Blood City and Promised Land, with Aswad.
Right.
I mean, does this mean that you've now got more respect for British reggae over here? Because, I mean, you're on, you know, file as saying you didn't think much of it.
To tell you the truth, right, at first, I didn't have any confidence in British reggae as such, but since of late I started thinking I'll have to start eating my words, you know, because the music have been improving here, you know, especially for people like Aswad, which is, you know, it's really happening here in England.
Is there anyone else other than Aswad who you would say?
Oh, you have UB40 and you have Musical Youth. And quite a few bands here.
That's very interesting you should say that, actually.
Aswad is
the band for you, is it?
Really the
Now, it seems to me that in Jamaica, I mean, we recently had Yellow Man on the show, right, who's a reggae DJ artist, right? Now, it seems that reggae's DJing, that is, seems to be taking off in Jamaica. I mean, and also over here, I mean, everyone's crazy about it over here.
Well, it's just a trend that you find a lot more of the younger people, you know, they're really getting into the DJ stuff as such. But the elder folks now, they're not really into that, but it's just a trend, you know. And 9 out of 10 times you find a DJ might start DJing and not really saying anything. He might be saying something, but nothing educational, you know, nor uplifting. But I'm not putting down the DJs as such.
What do you actually think of it, though? I mean, that's quite interesting what you're saying.
Some of the DJs are really saying something, like you have a guy now called Joseph Wales. You know, he says, see Debo budget like with the broom.
It seems to me that it's getting ruder and ruder, actually. I mean, does this worry you at all, that there seems to be this tendency?
I am an artist, you know, and I try and concentrate mainly on that. You know, I try not to compete with any other artists for the main reason that I've seen a lot of artists come and go. They start thinking themselves presumptuous, you know.
Now, it seems very noticeable to me that you seem to have taken up the whole standard, right, that Bob Marley's legacy left, of internationalising reggae and making that crossover. Now, I mean, you've been in the business now for 18 years.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's getting easier for black artists to be able to do that?
In some sense, but I think where the hard work comes in is when you have to try and find that special song. You know, I think that's really hard work. Not easy.
Well, we very much hope that you do find that special song, because I think if anyone's going to do it, you're definitely going to do it. Thank you very much, Dennis.
Thanks a lot.
From me tonight, with one small exception. Later on in this series, in conjunction with a number of other organisations, we hope to launch a campaign in aid of the many in our community who suffer from sickle cell anemia. Well, if you are such a person, you could well be of help in that important campaign. If you'd like to drop us a line here at Black on Black, Sickle Cell Campaign, London Weekend Television, London SE99 6YW. That's Black on Black, Sickle Cell Campaign, London Weekend Television, London SE99 6YW. Well, I'll be back in 2 weeks with the lady who's brought jazz singing back to the charts with her hit single, Your Love Is King. That's Sade, here on Black on May 8th. Now, to take us out tonight, Dennis Brown with Save a Little Love for Me. Good night.
What I want is to be with you, girl, and live in your world. For this passion I feel, it's real. Save a little love for me, that's all I need. Save a little love for me, oh yeah. Save a little love for me, that's all I need. I might not be a lover you adore. I'll even be a cure when your love struck and calling for more. Gotta find me a way. In your love I'll stay. Loneliness, I must confess, too much for me to bear. Save a little love for me, that's all I need. Whoa. Say I am dreaming, I know I'm reading. Gotta take things in my own strides and ride with the tide. What I want is to be with you, girl, and live in your world. Loneliness I feel, it's real. Save a little love for me, say that's all I need. Save a little love for me. Say that's all I need. for sure.
Won't you save it?
Never gonna let you go.
Save a little love for me.
Yeah.
Won't you save it?
Why, yeah.
Save a little love for me.
Oh, boy.
Save a little love for me.
Boy.
Won't you save
Say
it?
that's all I need.
Save a little love for me. Won't you save
Hide it,
it?
hide it,
Save
hide
it. Save a little
it.
love for me. Won't you save it?
All I need.
Save a little love for me.
Baby, baby. Oh, boy. Living in the world again. Why, yeah. Love has found its way in our hearts today, yeah. Love has found its way in our hearts today. When your love is beautiful, there's nothing that can go wrong. When two worlds be together, it's like an everlasting song. It's like an everlasting song. See, the moon shines bright over yonder, and it makes me feel so fine. I'm so thankful, baby, that Jah has made you mine. I'm so thankful that Jah has made you mine, 'cause love has found its way in our hearts today, yeah. Love has found its way in our hearts today. In our hearts today. Well, baby, please let me stay with you. This love is so hard to resist. Let me feel your loving and kindness. Oh, your tenderness. I said, oh, your tenderness. Well, baby, you make me so very happy. Even the blind man could see that love can be so beautiful. Love that's meant to me. Well, love that's meant to me. 'Cause love has found its way in our hearts today.